Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and I had every intention on doing a comic review today, and then I seen this, and yeah, this is too good to pass up. It is freaking hilarious. Like, this is, if you haven't seen the short of it, basically what it is this person popped up by the name of Ellie, and for the esports for Overwatch, she showed up with 147 score. And everyone was like, where the hell did this girl come from? And how is she, doing so well being brand new, like a brand new Twitter, brand new to Overwatch Esports. Just, everyone was kind of like, this is too weird. This is not right. Something's going on with this. Well, led a lot of people to kind of question what the player was or who the player was. People were calling it like a sock puppet account or a Smurf account, and then they got shit for it. They got a lot of crap for wondering who she was, and people were saying, oh, you just want to know simply because she's a girl. Girls, are not huge in the gaming industry, but there is some, so that really, I guess some people thought of it for that reason, but it was more along the lines of this brand new person popped up with an amazing score and went into esports, and nobody knew who she was. She was brand spanking new. Well, this led to a dox threat, and people were wanting to know. She didn't have her first and last name on the agenda just because most people do. Nobody knew who she was. The dox threat went on, and people were saying it's because she's a girl. She's getting all this sort of harassment, and girls do get harassment, but so do guys. Like, I understand that females get harassment in a different manner. That's the only difference. If you're online, you're gonna get some sort of harassment, especially if you speak your mind or you say basically anything that somebody doesn't agree with. They're gonna try to make you agree with them, and that's kind of just how the culture war has gone down from now. And so this dox threat happened, and what ended up happening, or what ended up being found out, is that this 17-year-old girl was the face of this Ellie, but she was not playing the game. The person that was playing the game was somebody that goes by the username Punisher, and they're known in the community. But here's my thing. The Punisher is trying to say that this was a social experiment gone wrong. This wasn't a social experiment gone wrong. You got caught, dude. Like, you're good at Overwatch. You're definitely good at Overwatch, and you tried to make it so... See, okay, I might be wrong, but here's my thinking. Girls tend to get more attention online, whether it's good attention or bad attention. Girls get more attention. And they're, by putting a pretty girl as the face of this, by being a girl gamer as the face of this Punisher, he was able to get more instant recognition. He was able to get more, his 15 minutes. So he used a female face to get that and to get into esports, and it worked for about a minute and a half until he realized that, he's gonna get found out. And it was pretty quick to find out, actually. Basically, one of the Twitch streamers that does a lot of streaming for Overwatch by the name of Aspen, she basically said, the whole thing, she said right on stream, this is Punisher, this is not some girl named Ellie, and it was an ill-advised social experiment that got out of hand. No, I don't believe that for a freaking second. But even before she was, shown that she was a female, and this girl really annoys me that she would do this. But I think it's really, really, really dumb to put your face as something you're not doing. I think it makes females in general look really, really bad. Like, this is just one of those girls that just kind of make everybody look, makes the gaming industry for females a lot harder to break into because you have this going on. When I was looking for, research on this just to find out exactly what the hell had happened, I found this article, and you gotta love the Mary Sue website just because it's so cringy. Like, oh, I've seen the worst publications come out of this, but it says female Overwatch pro quits after non-stop harassment, and I, for one, am shocked. Oh man, you know, had this been a real female, had this been a real person, and she was, you know, blowing up in score, blowing up in popularity, she would have had to gotten used to the harassment. You kind of just have to. But you know what? Mary Sue comes to her defense immediately just because she's female. And they are shocked that what has happened to this poor girl. This poor girl who has done nothing wrong but play Overwatch. My ass. This poor lady gamer is actually a man. And they're defending this. And they're defending it. And you have a lot of people that are saying, now even since it's come out that she was a female, or that she was a male. I'm losing it. People still are saying, you know, well, even if it was a man, even if it was, he didn't deserve the harassment. He didn't deserve the dox threat. No, nobody deserves the dox threat. I'll agree with you there. But it comes down to the fact that it was a man posing as a female to gain popularity, and it worked. It worked really, really well. So Mary Sue says, girls playing video games pro when I, a great thinking mind on Reddit, am not myself a pro, a female, this would never happen. Oh, come on. The cringe is real. My God. Yes, girls can play video games. Bet your ass I can beat a lot of people in video games. I've been playing video games since I was like 4. But that doesn't mean that when something is very obviously not real, that you need to come to their aid. Like, just because she's female, you came to their aid, and you're saying just because she's female, they went against her. So how does that make you any different? It absolutely does not. There was some pretty great tweets about this, and I know I read these a lot, but it's too funny to leave out. Like, this one says, very cool that this dude decided he didn't feel like dealing with the backlash of being a woman in gaming anymore, so he got to stop. Where's my opportunity to opt out of misogyny? Get over it. If you can't hang with the boys when you're playing games, then why are you playing games? Like, there's not... Males receive harassment too. Males receive a different kind of harassment. Mostly when it's female, you know, it's more like sexual harassment. When it's males, it's, you know, a lot of put downs, a lot of personal insults, a lot of like going to check their masculinity or put down their masculinity. So it's not just females that receive the harassment. I've seen it on both sides. There was one more from, I don't even know, Nika. Hey Punisher, I'm so glad you had fun time seeing what it was like to be a girl playing online video games for, checks calendar, about 12 days. Glad you can come back to your normal life now and not have to deal with any of that anymore. Wish I knew what that felt like. Oh man. You know, I hate the way this makes girls look. I really do. I think it's a shame. But then to go on top of it and post stuff like this, and it just makes it look even worse. I don't know how many times I can say that you receive harassment on both sides. If you're quiet and you don't say much, you're probably not going to. But if you actually speak your mind, actually say what you think, actually post, you know, you're going to receive harassment, whether it's male or female. And I think that's what a lot of people don't believe. It's just a different type of harassment. And it's a shame that people can't see that. You don't need to go, you know, she says, I wish I knew what that felt like. Well, then there's a mute, there's a block, there's all those things for a reason. So you don't receive those harassment. And if you want to use it, use it. But quit complaining about being a girl and misogyny unless you have absolute proof of this, because I don't see this as misogynistic at all. I see this as a dumb dude that was like, hey, I know how to play the game. I'm going to capitalize on this. I'm going to capitalize on females being more popular, and I'm going to run with it. It's not a social experiment. It comes down to him knowing how to capitalize on something, and it worked, for 12 days, but it worked. And it's not a social experiment. It's funny. It's funny as fuck. I can't believe he actually got away with this. Like, this is, as bad as this sounds, it was smart. He capitalized on what he knew was popular. And that might sound bitchy, but he got away with it. He got into the esports league. Come on. Well, I don't think Punisher's yet to even say anything, so I'm going to keep an eye out for this, but this has to be one of the funniest stories I've seen so far. Like, he really got away with it. Oh my gosh. He didn't get away with it for too long, but he was able to actually succeed in something. Oh I let me know what you guys think about this one. I am doing a review tomorrow, and maybe getting back to the normal stuff, but I love this culture war stuff because I think some of these females just are brainwashed and don't want to say anything out of the norm for fear of retaliation. So, yeah, let me know what you think. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.